More proof of the Great Reset agenda moving forward as we see farmers in the Netherlands battling their government over new restrictions that are going to be brought in, which could actually end up bankrupting thousands of farmers. But as always, the rabbit hole goes much, much deeper, and the fingers of the global elites and mega corporations always seem to find a way into the pie. Farmland globally, slowly but surely, has been being gobbled up by these moneyed interests, all of which I feel helps make the case for Bitcoin even more. Yeah, I'm going there in this video. You know I am. My name's Lark. I make videos on investing. If you do like that topic, then please subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you are not on board with the own nothing and be happy agenda, then show your disapproval for that by smashing the like button. Let us all know that you are protesting against this BS. Okay, so the Dutch farmer protest, what's it all about? Well, the Dutch government has been pushing through plans to basically radically cut nitrogen emissions in the country. Now, it's estimated that these cuts, these new rules, are going to force around 11 to 12,000 farms to close. Another 18,000 will have to make dramatic reductions in their livestock in order to be able to survive. Hopefully, of course, they can transition to some other kind of crop, but it's so funny that everyone's talking about food shortages, and yet they want to cut food production. Anyway, the protests have been going on for some weeks now, with farmers blocking roads and pouring manure on government buildings. Don't mess with farmers, man. They will cover you in crap. They do it, man. They do it. Anyway, I would like to say that I believe we could have much better farming practices, without a doubt. But heavy-handed tactics like this, they're really not the way forward, because such quick and harsh restrictions, they always end up badly, don't they? And possibly this could have been the goal anyway, which is to bankrupt farmers. And if that is the goal, then we have to ask who benefits if farmers in the Netherlands and other countries around the world go broke. And that's the same cast of villains that we always see. BlackRock, billionaires like Bill Gates, who has personally bought up 250,000 acres of US farmland, global mega corporations like Monsanto, all salivating on the sidelines waiting to get that prime agricultural land. It is a crazy situation. This is like a bid to take total control of the global food supply, or, so the theory goes anyway. But this trend of accumulation of prime agricultural land by elites and mega corporations has been going on for a while. For example, a 2019 report out of the USA showed that just 10% of the food in America is being made by small-scale farmers. The mega corporations are slowly but surely already taking over. The same kind of regulations that we're seeing now being proposed in the Netherlands are coming for other countries too. Ireland has just come out a few days ago proposing something very, very similar. Canada is now discussing basically the exact same kind of proposals as well. And really, it's going to happen everywhere. This is the new agenda. And do you remember, of course, when Canada froze the bank accounts of citizens who were truckers who disagreed with the government's policies over COVID? Now, why would we not then start to expect, well, maybe those same governments are going to do the same things to new protesters, financially attack Canadian farmers, when the Canadian farmers inevitably end up protesting like the Dutch farmers are doing? I'm actually pretty damn surprised, to be honest, that the Dutch government hasn't yet frozen farmer bank accounts. Probably coming still, but I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. Oh, and of course, it's worth mentioning Ukraine, because Ukraine always something going on over there, isn't it? You see, a few years ago, Ukraine, the breadbasket of the world, breadbasket of Europe, one of the biggest agricultural heartlands in the world, they had to open up a lot of their farmland for sale to international investors because of an IMF loan. So that was following a 20-year moratorium when they said no Ukrainian farmers can sell Ukrainian farms. And to keep that in our local hands and Ukrainian farmer hands. No more. Reports are already circulating about the huge purchases that international companies have been doing in Ukraine. And of course, the timing couldn't be any better. A few years ago, they lift the moratorium. give that predatory loan, and then right now in the middle of a war, boom, you have all these farmers who will be desperate to sell at any price to get out. And they're there waiting. The IMF is the hitman of the global banker class, and they do what they do best. They crash economies, then they offer loans to those countries on the condition that they sell out the entire country to global mega corporations and special interest groups. They've done it so many times the world over. This is nothing new. They're very, very good at it. They've taken control of major assets all over the world doing this exact same thing, essentially making regular people into serfs on their own land and making the global elites and the global mega corporations the new feudal land barons. It keeps repeating over and over and over again. Remember, you will own nothing, well, they will own everything, and be very happy about it. Your happiness, well, a little less certain. And all this, of course, being done in the name of ESG goals. The same ESG that says that big oil companies like Exxon are top 10 when it comes to environment and society and governance and all that stuff. But companies like Tesla, they don't even qualify. It's all a big joke, it's all a big club, and you ain't in it. Now, before I tell you why I think all of this makes a clear case for the need for Bitcoin, I would like to let you know about my weekly investor report called Wealth Mastery. So our newsletter will actually come twice weekly to your inbox, and you're going to be getting so much value-packed information in every single issue. Altcoin reviews, DeFi tutorials, NFTs, airdrops, tips, tricks, and much, much more. You can sign up for free using the link down below in the description. Okay, now, so if all this news boils your blood, then be thankful that we have Bitcoin. You see, crypto, it's a bit of a jungle with loads of altcoins, and we all love speculating on altcoins, don't we? That's a bit of fun sometimes. But at the end of the day, most altcoins are not really all that special or powerful. Oh, they're cool and they're fun to speculate on, but for many, that's where it ends. Yes, we have some like Ethereum, which have incredible potential and are very powerful networks, but then like a shining city on the hill stands Bitcoin. So let's talk about two use cases in particular that jumped into my mind when thinking about this topic. The first, of course, is the idea of unconfiscatable property. Bitcoin is a wildly powerful asset because unlike the money in your bank account, and even the land that you quote unquote own until the government decides to take it away from you or to bankrupt you, your Bitcoin cannot be taken away from you. Holding Bitcoin gives you digital property rights. It ensures that you can always remain in control of your digital property. And of course, that translates into your finances, into your money. In an increasingly authoritarian world, that's a breath of fresh air to me. And what about the freedom to transact? Well, the Canadian trucker protests actually proved that governments are more than willing and ready to take away access to your money, to your bank accounts, at any time that they so deem fit. And look, this has been going on for a long time. Lots of people have been canceled from the legacy financial system. And that's where Bitcoin steps in. You can send money to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Capital controls? Bitcoin doesn't care. Sanctions? Bitcoin doesn't care. Political wrongthing. A lot of people committing that crime these days. Bitcoin doesn't care. Frozen bank account? Bitcoin doesn't care. It can't care. Just every 10 minutes, a new block comes out. In the end, Bitcoin offers a new hope for a better financial system, free from at least some of the corruption of our leaders of today. Anyway, just my two Satoshis. Let me know what you think about all of this down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.